morning everyone, happy Thursday and welcome to another live launch here on Hunky Dory Craft TV. We have got a show lined up for you. It is the return of our Deluxe Craft Pads and we are adding 3 brand new favourites to the collections. So let's get straight to it. My name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Lisa is producing the show today. Good morning Lisa, how are you?
I'm not so bad.
And over in the demonstration station, she's back from TV. It's Anne-Marie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
These were very popular, weren't they?
They were super popular at Hobby Maker the other day. They all sold out individually.
Wow.
They were super popular in the kind of pick and mix as well, where everyone could choose their own designs. But as a bundle, yeah, they were also popular.
How crazy is that?
I know.
They are. I do like this because we do take all of your favourites and the collections that sell really well anyway and bring them back to you, so we know that you're going to love them. And this format is just so handy because we can take it travelling with us. You know, it doesn't take up much room.
You just don't need loads of equipment either, do you? It's fabulous.
It's kind of like this: your scissors, your trimmer, your glue, your foam pads, and you are ready to go. So let's have a look at our 3 fabulous pads in a little bit of closer detail. But let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. I actually think this one's far too easy this week.
I know.
Lisa.
Yeah,
I chose it.
I was disappointed with how
I thought you
simple
chose
it was.
Oh, it was Jess.
Yeah.
It was Jess. It's yeah. Who knows? Maybe we think it's easy and it's not. It might be a trick one.
Might be a trick question.
We never know. But if
we don't even do those though.
No, we don't. We have got 4 of our fantastic, the whole collection really, pearlescent powders coming to you in this giveaway. So in total, you're going to receive all 12 of them. They're absolutely stunning. There's so much you can do with these, like mixed media related. You can spritz with them, you can paint with them, you can sort of drop them onto a watery background and all of that pigment just sort of burst onto the page. 3 lucky winners to win this bundle. And this is the question we're asking you this week. It's actually a riddle. So you need to like, share and comment the answer to the riddle. I come in pieces, but I am not broken. My form, is that split?
I know.
That's not right.
Yeah, it is.
I form a mystery.
No, it is apparently my form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My form a mystery, a riddle unspoken. Fit me together and you'll find a picture or a pattern complete in your mind. What am I?
Everybody knows.
Everyone does know. I would like to think that maybe it is, I don't know, with riddles you think you know the answer and then you overthink it sometimes, don't you? And then it's something else, but who knew? Who knows? Like, share and comment with your answer to win this fantastic prize. It's honestly such a nice little just treat to have in your stash and use when you're doing die cutting or embossing. It's really, really fun and it adds another sort of texture to your cards. I really like pearlescent powders. I don't think I use them enough.
I always think this. So
but then you use them and you've got purple hands for a whole 3 days. And no matter what you use to clean them, you've got purple hands.
Yeah. So usually the blue gets me.
If you have something that you need to go to that's maybe a bit professional or...
Yeah, don't do these.
Don't use them.
No.
I think I used them maybe the day before I was going to a wedding. And I was like, how am I going to get this off my hands? Luckily, it was just a night thing. So it was dark.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it was terrible. But let's have a look at these brand new Deluxe Craft Pads. Incredible. So we have 3 brand new ones for you, absolute favourites. We have got the beautiful Butterfly Dance. We are also going to be bringing you the beautiful Blooms, which are gorgeous sort of watercolour flowers. And then we've got the ever so delightful Matastic Spring Birdsong. So in this collection alone, the amount of cards you can make is actually crazy. So last week, I think it was, we needed more card models for this. I could find them for Butterfly Dance, but I couldn't find cards for the other two. So I actually spent probably less than a day, maybe like a few hours, making cards for these. And I just set myself a challenge of seeing how many cards I could make with each topper, because you get minimum, you probably get maybe like 2 to 3 toppers on each. Sometimes you'll get 4, sometimes you'll get 5. You've got gorgeous artwork in the cardstock as well. So I set myself a challenge and I made so many cards with this kit, and that's what you can do at home, and the price of these is just exceptional. So you can get them in the multi-buy. This is our 16th Deluxe Craft Pad multi-buy we've done, which is incredible, isn't it? And this is going to save you the price of one of these pads. So it's basically you're going to get them all together, but one of them is going to be completely free. £29.98 to get your hands on that. But if you're a Diamond Club member, it comes down to £26. It's such a good deal. Let's have a look at them in closer detail though, because you can also mix and match some of these with previous collections that we've got for you. First off, we're going to focus on the Butterfly Dance, and this was an absolutely stunning collection. We launched it last year.
It was literally this time last year, wasn't it? Because I was in Frankfurt.
The exact same sort of time, and it is so pretty. The colourways are gorgeous, the flowers in here is gorgeous, and on every single page you can see on the back that you've got a full list of what's included and all of the like coordinating cardstock and inserts. So it's really, really handy for new crafters as well. And there's a total of 73 individual elements in this pad, which is massive when you come to think about it. It's gorgeously foiled in silver and it's just perfect for so many occasions. Butterflies and flowers are the best when it comes to any occasion. You can definitely send those styles of cards to. But you've got a really nice mix of shapes and styles. I mean, this one alone, if you really split that up, that's 4 cards you could be making with that one. Or you can obviously like mix and match and have sort of like 2 of the toppers on each card. You've got 2 toppers in the first sheet as well, so already you're up to 6 cards that you can make with that one. With this one, again, I would say another 2 cards, really beautiful circles, and I love how many sentiments you get on here, how many different sizes. These little button toppers and extra sort of like medium-sized toppers as well work really nice to like layer up on top of each other with designs like this. And then your final topper set is this beautiful purple one, really nice sort of like hydrangeas running throughout this collection. It's absolutely stunning, and again, another fantastic shape. Let's see if this is going to work, and they're all going to be this way around, because in every single pack you get your foil cardstock, you get 1 sheet of each. It's beautifully designed to work alongside that collection, and also my favourite thing about this is that it's all adorable scoreable. So we're still giving you the quality that you love from Hunky Dory, the quality that you love from our original topper sets, but we're just condensing it down into these really handy little sort of like travel size pads. There's great artwork, perfect for fussy cutting into, great for doing full sort of designs of cards. You could be making shape cards from this, and then in each one you are going to get 2 inserts that work with each topper. So in total you are going to get 8 inserts throughout this whole collection, and these can be trimmed down as well. They'll also fit through all your printers. You can stamp on them if you want to be adding nice verses to your designs. But that is your first pad, and you can make some absolutely stunning cards with this one as well. There's loads of gorgeous, beautiful designs in here. Some of these ones we found from when we originally did this collection. So you'll see you've got people that have used adorable scoreable and things to stretch out their kits. You could be using like papers from your duo design papers if you want to get even more out of this card kit. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a gorgeous little easel here. And I love the way that the stopper is really far back so you can see the detail that you've got in your cardstock. There's loads of gorgeous ways in how you can make this really, really pretty. The fussy cutting in this one that Claire has created is really nice. Just sort of like having that back frame just tucked away in the 2 panels. And then this is a beautiful one, a mix of 2 different cardstocks here to create this one. It's absolutely beautiful. But let's go to Anne-Marie for our first demo.
Okay, so we're going to use this particular sheet of cardstock. I just love the colour combination that we have in here. I think this kind of greeny colour is quite unusual,
like
isn't it?
Turquoise.
Yeah.
It's not turquoise.
So
but it's in that feel.
It's just an unusual one. So we're going to bring out the topper that I'm going to use with this, and I'm going to bring in this kind of purpley tone as well, because I know I definitely want to use this. And I'm definitely going to take out this little border in the middle as well. So let me just snip along here just to grab the other end, because they are just attached at your two ends. There we go. And then I might take another one of these little arches out as well. Maybe this one.
You just got so much included.
You do, and you know, you can be really, really generous, really, really frugal. It's entirely up to you, isn't it, how much or how little you use. So I'm going to use these 2 sentiments together because we've got You Can Do It and Best of Luck, so they work quite nicely.
As well of, with your craft pads of using like your either packaging, you can use packaging, or using like the clear bags.
Yes.
Sticking one onto like the back, so that maybe if you're like in the middle of making a card and you take something out with haste and then you come back to it and you go, actually I don't like that design, I think I'm going to use another one, you can still keep all your bits together.
Storage, yeah, definitely. It's a really good idea. Just keeping it all together, because I do it quite often. I'll take a topper out and now actually I don't want to use that one.
Yeah, I'm not down for this one right now.
So I'm going to trim along this L just up to our butterflies, and we'll fussy cut around the edge of there so we can keep all of that beautiful detail in, which we love.
Good morning to everyone who's watching today. Lots of people are saying about how cold it is today.
It is very fresh today, but I last night when I picked Sophie up from Rainbows, it was really cold then, and it was so clear, and I was like, it's going to be frosty tonight.
Frosty.
Yeah.
This is the thing, if you want the sun,
Yeah.
and you want the bright, like nice sky in the morning, we've got to deal with a little bit of cold.
Yeah.
We can't have both, can we?
No.
And I would much prefer
I'm more
the
than happy
sun
with
and the
this.
cold
Yeah.
over the grey skies that we had yesterday.
Yeah. It was rubbish. Okay, so I think we can just pop this little guy out. Just make sure we've got all those little bits there. There we go. And I did just cut that little tiny bit out down here.
I love the fact as well that like each individual pad is £14.99, and let's say a minimum that you're going to be making with in here. And we always say like 2 from each topper, but
that's just us. That's
just
us.
the basics.
It's like a worst
isn't
case
it?
scenario
Yeah.
kind of thing, isn't it? Because we know that everyone can make more than that. We know, we do it ourselves, don't we?
We do.
Okay, so we're going to bring this in, and I want to use the rest of this cardstock. And I thought about maybe making this the front of my card, but actually I think I'm just going to kind of layer it back on, but obviously lift it with the foam pad. So I'm just going to bring it down to see what kind of size we're going to get to. I think we can probably stretch to 8 by 8, especially if we bring a little bit of silver mirror in as well to make that all pop a little bit. So let's grab some silver. It's hiding at the back. So we'll cut this to our 8, and then we can start trimming everything else down as well. So
Another
straight 8.
core item that I think is essential for working with these pads as well, if you're a beginner, would be your foiled edge card blanks.
Yes, they would be perfect.
And even if you are like getting this to, craft while you're away, craft while you're travelling, if you get a pack of those, then that's
you don't need to take your mirror with
down
you.
on your mirror.
Yeah.
They're in super
Oh yeah. Honestly,
which ends on Tuesday, doesn't it? Sunday.
It's obscene what the starting
I know,
price.
it's crazy.
It's absolutely bonkers.
I should have known that, Lisa. There's so many things that I have saved. You should see how many tabs I have open on my phone right now. It's ridiculous. I've got probably about 17 different tabs right now, all for with bathroom sales on, and this is going to expire soon. This one goes.
Oh yeah.
These tiles are on offer now. I had to pick up tiles yesterday on my way home. because the offer ended last night.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's usually my game doing stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to add that onto there, and then we can bring this back in, but obviously we can lift this up to get some height and bring that all together. And I think I might go 4 mils just to really give us that,
Ooh, nice.
that impact.
And sometimes it is just as simple as like you've done here. Fussy cut that detail away and then place it back in with foam pads, because that added dimension that you're creating on that card is what's going to make it stand out.
Definitely.
I do love doing like this type of a thing when you've got those beautiful like corner L's.
I know, me too. It's just so gorgeous, isn't it? So we can kind of pop that back in there. I'm wondering if we need if we need this one. I do quite maybe like
that's
this.
Nice.
We can have our, you can do it up there, and then we might just tuck our little best of look in.
I love a
like a little designer label.
Yeah.
Like that, I think.
I like this.
So always have a little play around with your layout before you commit to anything.
And that's the thing, you do have like the room and the movement to sort of shift things.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, if that topper was a little bit big, we could have taken the frame off and just used the inner. You know, same if you wanted to switch this one in instead of that one, you could do that as well. You can have a play around. So there's always like loads of options.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think people often realise, but when we do have the smaller shapes on a topper set, it is often that they are the same size as your middle topper, so you can switch them from like one design to another, so you can really kind of like get as many different compositions as you require, really.
So I'm going to take that inner frame out and save that for another project. Although I do quite like them at the moment. I'm really liking all the foil. And I'm going to put this on with foam pads. Obviously we've done 4s on the kind of that L shape. So I'm just going to go with our regular 2s to get this in place.
I've changed to like 1/4 inch mats and layers at the moment.
This is 1/4 inch. I do like a chunky one.
I'm in that feel.
It's either 1/4 or I do 3 notches. I'm not I don't use 2 very often these days. Yeah.
It depends what you're doing, because if you do add height, it sounds really strange, but sometimes it takes away the space that you've got.
Yeah.
So it looks like your mat and layers are actually shorter than intended.
This we'll put in flat, so it kind of looks like we're really going into that frame. And if you've got something like I don't know, some shimmer card or something like that, popping that always like in between the frames and the toppers always looks really cool.
Or like a die, like a panel die.
Yes.
That's got a really nice background.
Yes. Or even like your masks or something, you know, just doing things like that. It can add such a lovely effect. So we're going to tuck this in. We just need to have a look.
We've got so many good coloured mirrors now as well that would work with this. I mean, that
shimmer.
That satin
your
as well.
satin,
your ombre shimmer.
Yeah, your actual
Your
satin is, oh my goodness.
Look so good, and there's so many colours you could pick out from your satin to go with this, because like you say, there's
so
loads of colours in here.
Moody dual tone colours in there that would be so good with this.
There's purples, there's teals, there's a green that would work. There's almost like a peachy gold as well, which isn't as, like, you don't see it as much, but it is in that frame. It is in the smaller topper, and you can see it in those butterflies as well. So you could be picking that colour out, and choosing those different colours is what transforms these cards.
100%. So let's get this on to our base card now. It's going to be easy to just go onto here, she says.
Are you dying? It sounds like it's dying.
It sounds sad, doesn't it?
Do you have a spare?
I don't have one unless there's one around.
I can go get one. We can get refills.
It is.
It's a, you know, don't you?
Yeah, and you can feel it, can't you?
Maybe there should be a question. What things, when you're crafting, do you know is coming to the end of the life by the sound that they're making? Because that would be one.
That would be a very small way.
Your trimmer blades.
Trimmer blades, yeah. Your craft knife.
Your craft knife.
Yeah,
definitely doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, and your your die cutting machines. It's definitely game over when they start making noises,
Yeah.
isn't it? Now I'm going to go with this really dark kind of navy blue for these little gemstones. So obviously, again, there's loads of colours we could pick out. We could go with the purples, we could go with the teal colour greens, but I'm just going to add those little navy ones up there, just to add a little bit of interest in that corner. And that's it.
This is so good. I was reading a comment then though, and it was one of those comments that you think, we didn't even think about this, but this is perfect.
Okay.
Emma says that inner frame that you've not used are
Yeah.
perfect for the foiled acetate sentiments.
Ooh.
How clever is that?
Yes.
We didn't even think about this.
No.
Yeah, there's reasons to save those. Creating more toppers as well with little books
I
is another
love
one.
using them with your pocket
But
pads, little books. Yeah, but yeah, that's going to be really
that's
good,
going to be
isn't
really
it?
handy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Top tip.
Yeah.
Taking that and using that.
Thank you.
Gorgeous card. Thank you, Anne-Marie.
You're welcome.
I was literally like, oh my God, this comment. So good. Next up, we have our beautiful balloons for you. This was such a gorgeously loved collection, and I think it was actually a club gift that we did. So it wasn't. It was some.
Was it not like one that we launched around?
I
like,
don't.
birthday?
I don't.
I
think
can't
it was
remember
I don't think it
this.
was a collection. I think it was something to do with here. It was something to do with Hunky Dory TV. It was a special collection that we did for some sort of a promotion. But
can't
this
remember.
is, but yeah, so your beautiful blooms is stunning. Again, silver foiling, very sort of like frosty colour tones.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not like peaches and pales.
No.
You've still got those really nice sort of like dark colours, but the way that the watercolour sort of like brings them out in the cards and the artwork that we've got here makes them very soft. I think this is a collection that's really nice for like delicate occasions
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
It's super, super gorgeous, but the accent foiling on these toppers and on the flowers is what really makes this stand out. I mean, look at the accent foiling on that hydrangea as you move it across. It's stunning. Again, this is a collection where you've got so many toppers included, and the cardstock is beautiful. You have this almost like overlay of lace that you'll see throughout the artwork and throughout this cardstock that just fits so well with that watercolour and the beautiful sort of like flowers that we've got. I love this lace border. This is perfect for stepper cards. We've also got this one here. I mean, just the tones and the colours and the ranges that you've got in here are phenomenal. This is another beautiful one with that gorgeous L-shaped border, like Anne-Marie has just created that card. So you could be taking that inspiration and bringing it in with your beautiful blooms and seeing how you could create that. Then, of course, you've got your foiled cardstock, really nice borders on this one. Let me see, which way do I need to go? This way. I love this one as well. Snipping down this piece here, turning this into a DL, and then you've almost got like a whole panel here that you can create like a 7x7 or a 8x8 from if you add in extra items. But lovely little corner edges. This is so easy to fussy cut again, so you could be peeping your toppers underneath this. And again, another really nice design there with the flowers. And then of course, oh, this is definitely going to be the other way, isn't it? You've got all of your inserts. So muted designs which match perfectly with all of those gorgeous blooms. Super, super delicate. I love the fact that you've almost got like a spotlight and then the flower within here. But $14.99 if you want to get your hands on this one separately. And then of course you've got the full list of all of the items that you are going to get within here. This one includes 70 individual items. So many things you can be crafting along with. And then here are some little makes that you could be doing with these, so you can see how you can chop into the cardstock and transform the way you're creating the cards. This one is a great example of how when you've just got little toppers left on a few border strips, how you can transform them into cards. You don't always need to be using those big show-stopping toppers with this one. A gorgeous little beautiful stepper there, and this is what I mean. This is a perfect cardstock for creating your center steppers with how it all lays out and is equal on both of those edges. We've got this design here where we've fussy cut away that border, and then you've just hidden that topper frame underneath there to give it a nice little look, and then a beautiful fold back as well, which really showcases off how stunning the cardstock looks as a whole. So if you wanted to use the whole piece to create your cards, you can do some really nice fancy folds and sort of bring those to life. So that is your beautiful balloons and your card models to go with that one. Now we do have some previous Deluxe Craft Pads that I would like to share with you. So starting with, our favourite. It is the Golden Oldies. I'm very surprised that we've still got stock of this.
I know, me too, to be fair.
So this one is the fantastic Golden Oldies. Again, the formats are all the same in terms of you're going to get 4 toppers, 4 plain cardstocks, 4 printed cardstocks, 8 inserts in all of them. But each design is featuring our favourite Hunky Dory collections, and this one was so popular and sold out so quickly when we did our Golden Oldies collection that we had to bring the launch of this forward, because we weren't planned to launch this until
it's like October this year or something like that,
like a year to the day that we originally launched it. So we've had to bring it back through. You've got 70 individual elements in that one. We've also got Butterfly Botanica. This is gorgeous. This is a matastic collection, so we do a mix of sort of like your satin finishes and that matte finish as well. And in this design you've got beautiful florals and blooms. This one's quite springy, really nice bright colours that you're gonna receive in this design as well. The cardstock in here is really beautiful because you've got that mix of sort of like flowers, you've got that beautiful mix of like layered images, papers and cards and things like that. It is a really nice sort of design within that one. We've then got Picturesque Pastimes, which I just feel is like the most quintessentially British collection.
Yeah, I love this one.
This reminds you of all the places that you would go in summer holidays when you were younger, like with grandma and granddad, or with mum and dad, where you go to like the seaside or you go to the countryside and you just spend a week there. It is really, really fun. Again, it's fantastic. So you've got some great designs on here. You've got the tractors, you've got the steam train, you've got the aeroplanes as well. Everyone loves an air show, I will tell you that.
Sure.
When an air show comes around, we're the first people to be there. We've got the little local pub there, the cheese and wine, the caravan, and then the car all packed up with the camping gear in. You've got the harbour scene. I love this one with really fun deck chairs and beach huts within that one. And then this is really nice as well, a gorgeous sort of gardening collection, which I think everyone is excited to be able to be getting out into their gardens sometime soon and starting their gardens for the next year. But look at the cardstock in here. I really like the patterns in this one as well. It's great for everyone, but really, really nice for like masculine themed cards, because it does have a very sort of like I want to say essential colour selection.
I know what you mean.
You've got like your greens, your reds, your blues in there.
Almost like primaries.
Browns as well. It's really, really nice. So that is Picturesque Pastimes. Then we've got Summer Splendour, another gorgeous floral collection we did. This is matastic as well. Really nice summer collection, this one. Beautiful flowers, and you know, this is going to lift anyone's spirits with the designs we've got in here. So they are the toppers that you've got in that one. Peacock Garden, this was a club gift and it was so beautiful. Steph designed this one and we were all blown away by the designs that she had put together in here. The accent foiling on the actual toppers is something that really makes this stand out.
Isn't it?
The dual colour tones are amazing and the gold foiling makes this look so regal. It is really nice to craft with. So that's your Peacock Garden. Then we've also got some other ones. So we've got Deck the Halls, which is a Christmas one, but a very, very beautiful Christmas. We've got a Woodland Story, which you will all know and love by now, and that one's just got the most beautiful sort of like illustratory designs in there. Spring Melody, so another one perfect for this time of year. You've got your beautiful tulips and your daffodils in that one. And then we've got Floral Hydrangea as well. So this one's going to work really nicely with something we've got launching today, actually, on Hobby Maker. So any three for $29.98, which makes them 3 for 2 across all your Deluxe Craft Pads. So it might be that you're wanting to get one of the new ones and you're also going to get one of our previous designs as well. But go on the website, have a little peruse, see which designs you like. All of the product images as well have got a full gallery of cards, so you can see all the different designs and styles you'll be able to make with these. But let's go back to Anne-Marie. You're going to use the beautiful blooms
Beautiful
this
blooms,
time.
yeah. We're going to make a version of this that I made at Hobby Maker on
This is
Tuesday.
really nice.
It has been a little bit squished. Mark
Have you
put
got
my
acetate in it?
and we've got some acetate in the middle, so it just gives that illusion of our topper kind of
That's
floats in.
really cool.
It's quite cool, isn't it? So we're going to make a version of this, but we're going to make it a little bit squatter because we've got a square topper for this one. So we're just going to change the measurements up a little bit. So I'm going to cut this down. What I want to do is check how squat we can kind of make this, because we might actually be able to keep it the full size. Yeah, we can keep it the full size, but we do need to make it a little bit wider. So I need to cut my mirror, because this is going to be like my kind of base. So this one I cut to 6 inches and scored in half. This one I'm going to cut to, I think I'm just going to go to 7, because I think that ½ inch will just be enough. So I'm going to cut to 7 and we'll score that in half to create that back kind of panel, if you will. So just bring the scoreboard in, score at 3.5, and that's going to give us the kind of inside of our card.
Okay.
And then we will put our panels in the background as well. So just to jazz that up, I'm going to use what's left of our cardstock, because I've cut the borders off already.
I'm honestly so intrigued of how this is all going to come together.
It's quite cool, isn't it? I'm quite impressed that I remembered as well, because I prepped that last Friday. So I was quite impressed that when it got to Tuesday.
It was quite funny on Monday. Watching
Well, I just
you
opened
open all
one
your
of
bags and just look at them and go, what on earth was in my head?
What was this?
On Friday.
I do not understand. So I still did it on Tuesday with one of them. I think it might have been the same one. I opened the bag and I was like, I still don't know what this is. I don't understand.
We should make ourselves little drawings, really, shouldn't we? Little
Yes.
cues and prompts.
Yeah, definitely.
But we just don't have the time sometimes.
We don't. We really don't. Right, let me just get these the right size, because I've definitely cut that a little bit wrong. We could have had those a bit bigger. Are they the same size now? No. How do I keep cutting off some of the same one? Right. 2. Let's cut to 2. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in some Adorable Scoreable as well, just to pad that out, because it's certainly not as wide enough now, because I've trimmed it too much. I'm looking for...
What do you need? Can I get anything?
Just a dark blue. Do we have a really dark navy, or am I making it up?
We do.
Maybe I just can't see it. Let me get the box out.
Do you want me to go and see if there's any out in our stash? Because we've got a whole...
We've got all of it out there.
We've got all of it
haven't
out
we?
here.
Just having a...
Let me go and see.
I think they only put 1 pack in there, so they wouldn't have been like
Someone's already stolen it, maybe. How very rude. What's that there? Oh, I found it. Sauce. I knew I would as soon as she's gone. So let's trim this down.
You found some.
I found some. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We can replace what we've taken out of there.
It was hiding. So I'm just going to cut that to 2¼ So that's just going to give us a little chunky kind of Adorable Scoreable edge. It's going to give us a chunky mirror edge on the inside, but that's going to kind of reflect out of the actual card, so that's fine. So leave that to one side. Now we need to go to our acetate, and we need to pop some scores in this. So we're going to pop a ½ inch tab on first of all, and then the best way to measure this, now how wide you need this to be, is take your mirror and literally just kind of pop it like that.
Folded
Like that, so you can see where it's going to sit. I mean, obviously you can kind of stretch it out a little bit more if you want it a bit more square.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go at the 5.5 mark there, so it gives us a what is that, 5? Yeah, a 5-inch gap across the acetate. I'm just going to score at 6, but that's where we're going to trim the rest off, and it's just going to give us that little tab for the back. So this is just going to sit flat across the middle, so it gives you your space to add your topper. And then I'm going to bring these two in again, and we're going to score at half. we're going to score along here. We need to match what we did with this, so it's going to mirror that. So we need to score at 4, it's 3.5. We need to score at 7.5, and then again at 8 is where we're going to cut. So just do the same on this one. So half, 4, 7.5, and 8. And then we'll just cut those 2 ends off, and then they will kind of wrap around at the top and bottom. And I think that's all of our scoring, so we can put the scoreboard away for now. I'll pop the trimmer up here for now as well. And what you can do is you can kind of get your acetate, you can kind of check that everything's right before you glue it. So get your acetate and kind of hook that around, make sure that that's sitting how you want that to be, and then you can kind of like hook these around as well and just check that you're happy with how that all looks, and then we can just start sticking together. So that's the hardest bits, just
Very
doing
excited.
those kind of measurements. So we'll go in with our gorgeous navy. What's its official name? Is it navy? I feel like it could be midnight blue or something
I don't know.
as well. We're quite partial to a midnight blue. Midnight colours.
Midnight blue.
It is. Amory wins on that one. I didn't know the answer to that one.
Some of them I just know, but
I
then
know, it's weird,
others
isn't
I just
it?
keep looking at them and I'm like, nope,
Nope.
you're not going in. It's so funny, isn't it?
It takes a while.
Yeah.
I still don't think I know all of the colours from last year though.
Oh, the Matastic?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know any. I absolutely don't know any, apart from, so I can't think what it's called now. The neutral.
I feel like the year before that I knew all of the names. I don't know why.
It's funny, isn't
I
it?
knew all of them.
They're just not going in. We've got a lot to remember.
We do.
So that is, no, it's going to mirror that way. Just going to bring those 2 up there. And then trim off what we don't need at the top. And then I'm going to go red liner to get our acetate in place. So I'm just going to run our super chunky down
Perfect for this.
each end. It is the perfect size for a 1/2 inch tab when you're doing your like construction makes.
A question from Emma again. Would you make a box for this to go in?
Oh, 100%, yeah. It isn't going to fold flat, so it is more of a...
You could make it from acetate.
You
couldn't
could.
so
I
you
was
could
just
see
thinking,
it.
if you made it out of acetate, it would look so beautiful. And it becomes almost like it's a
Display.
decorative display thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? So just making sure that one's nice and secure. This is why I ended up bringing it back, because Kat gave it to me after Kat gave it to me after the show. She was like, please take that with you so I don't squash it. Okay, so then we can add these bits on next. Again, I am going to go red liner just to be safe with these. I'd rather know they're secure.
Yeah, you don't want to be gifting this to someone and then
Bits falling off.
it's all coming away, do you? If you're making these things, and especially when you're making to sell, you want to make sure that all of the products that you're giving have got a really good longevity. So
Definitely.
red line say all the way.
Okay, so let's get these on next. Once you've got your measurements, it's quite a simple make. You just kind of have to do it in your layers, you know, start at the back, get everything on the inside.
Fiona said, I'm wondering if it folds flat. So it doesn't fold flat.
doesn't.
Would you be able to make it fold flat?
You could do, you'd have to have a...
Would you have to add a score
You'd
into
have
your
to add
acetate?
a score into your acetate, and just maybe make sure you stick your topper just on one side.
Yeah.
So that it would fold still.
People are going to have to take this inspiration and do a little bit of a challenge.
A little bit of
themselves
jiggery
to see if
pokery,
they can
yeah.
get it to fold, but it does look very good.
It's just a little bit fancy,
And I
isn't
think
it?
with the fact that you've got that sort of like, oh, do you know what you could do with this as well? Even if you wanted to, you could do your diagonals with your
Oh,
bigger frame.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're
So
going to
you can
pop
make
this
it
in.
Super. Oh,
And
it
then
looks so good.
that's just going to sit in the middle. And then because you've got that mirror in the background, it all just kind of reflects
It
out,
looks
doesn't it?
so
It does look
nice.
really cool. So let's get
You could
some...
pop a little electric tea light behind it as well.
That would be so nice, wouldn't it? That'd look amazing. So let's get our foam pads on this frame. First up. And then we'll add that diagonal on. I'm going to go with my dotty tape runner for this one. So just lay your frame down and have a look where it's going, and then just add a little bit to each kind of little corner detail. And then we can stick this one down. Like so. And then we can go in and add this. So let's get this stuck down first, and then we can add some foam pads to that middle topper as well. So just having a look. You can hardly see the acetate.
I know. It's such an illusion.
We'll go about there. And then we'll get some 4mm on to this one.
It's just a really great way of using that style of
Yes.
cardstock where you've
Yeah.
got those two borders
Definitely.
and making something that's like completely different. Like your double Z folds as well
Yeah.
work really nicely.
They do,
with
they really do.
those.
And then I'm just going to go back to my topper sheet, just see if we've got a sentiment that we can bring in. I think I'm just going to go many thanks. It's quite cute. And then I'll just sort out the back as well, because obviously we do have workings on the back, but that's where, again, our adorable scoreable comes in.
Oh,
and
your
our
inserts.
inserts, yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. And then we know that the sides of that are 3.5, so we can just go to our inserts. Let's find one that is the same, and we can just cut this to 7, and then you can either cut it in half, or you can kind of fold it in half and wrap it round. It's up to you. So rather than scoring this, I am just gonna put a fold in it, and then just fold it back, get that little bit of flex, and then I'm gonna go in with my construction glue on the back, so we can just kind of maneuver that into
Make
place.
sure that it's right.
Yeah. Come on, it's very cold. It's been in the car all night.
Doesn't move it's not as flexible, is it, when it's cold?
No,
Glue?
it just doesn't want to play, does it, when it's a little bit chilly?
Get it out on the radiator.
Yeah.
Warm it up a little bit. Get it nice and flexible.
Get a little bit toasty, and then we can just go in then and add this on. Just line up your score first and let everything else just drop into place, and that hides all of that workings and gives us obviously somewhere to write still as well. There we go.
So nice. I love the fact that you put the insert on the back as well.
It just
really
gives you like
clever.
a real 360 kind of
Doesn't it look so
coverage, doesn't it?
nice?
It's just fancy.
I wonder how many people are going to be making that today.
Oh, lots of hope.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous. A Win It Weekly reminder, and then we're going to get to our last book to show you everything that you're getting in that one. So this week you could be with the chance of winning our pearlescent powder bundle. You receive 12 of the stunning pearlescent powders in here, and they are absolutely gorgeous. You can use all the colours separately, or of course you can mix them to make even more different shades. And this week it's a riddle. we are asking you the following. You need to like, share and comment to be in with the chance of winning. I come in pieces, but I am not broken. My form is a mystery, a riddle unspoken. Fit me together and you will find a picture or a pattern complete in your mind. What am I? So like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we will announce those winners on tomorrow's show. So finally, let's have a look at the gorgeous Spring Birdsong Deluxe Card Collection, because this is stunning. So 72 individual elements you're going to get in here, and this is so fun. It's really bright, the colourways that you get in, and there's just loads included in this one. You've got beautiful detail throughout here, really nice different shapes. I love the ovals in this.
Yeah, me too.
They add to make some really nice sort of designs and cards that you've got in here. The beautiful bird houses. The flowers are just something that really make you smile as well in this collection. It is absolutely gorgeous. We've got some Easter sentiments in here as well, so you could be getting ready for Easter coming your way. But it is truly stunning. And then your cardstock matches this so well as well. The detail and the designs that we've got running throughout here are really nice. Some really fun layouts. Lots of different cards you can be doing with this collection. You could make that card that you've just made, but use this design, couldn't you? And then have flowers at the bottom, this border at the top. Gorgeous foiling on this one as well. Accent foiling across on the image. And then we've got these beautiful foil borders on this one. Both corner edges look really nice there. Your gorgeous border on the bottom and on the flowers of your bird houses there. And then we have got this gorgeous piece as well. Another one which would work really nicely to do sort of like those more sort of like staged theatre sort of cards. And then all of your cards inserts that match perfectly are coming your way as well. You've got 8 of these included. This is really nice, isn't it? With the flowers at the bottom.
I love
and then
that one.
Really nice ombre of colour. It's almost like a sky. It's stunning. But some gorgeous sort of like compositions that you could be putting together with this design. $14.99, 72 elements in total. Your 4 toppers, 4 foiled, 4 printed, and those 8 inserts going alongside this. And the cards really showcase just how stunning this is. And I like the fact that we can mix and match as well from the different collections, so you can really be using every last piece of your cardstock here. A huge 8x8 there with that gorgeous border. This one's really clever because this one just uses the cardstock.
It's so pretty.
And then one of those little sentiments, so you could be doing that. A gorgeous little fold back, showcasing that design on both elements. Bringing in your punches as well to sort of mimic those corners, because a lot of the toppers in this one do have those sort of inverted corners. But you can really make so many gorgeous little cards. They can be big cards, they can be little cards. You can truly get the most out of this collection with the cards you can be making here. $14.99 to buy that individually, but the best way to buy them is in the 3 for 2, and that can be mixing and matching with our previous collections, or of course getting the bundle of all 3 of our brand new pads. So maybe you're someone that is collecting these Deluxe Craft Pads, so you've got all of the different designs. Then your multi-buy 6 gives you our brand new collections. You've got your Butterfly Dance, you've got your Beautiful Blooms, and you're also going to get that gorgeous Spring Birdsong. All 3 of them, $29.98 or just £26.98 if you are a Diamond Club member. And I think that is it. Are you ready to demo again?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I am. So we're just gonna keep it simple with this one. We're just gonna do a little fold back. So I'm just gonna grab my scoreboard and we're gonna score this one at 2. We are gonna just fussy cut that detail. So I'm gonna score at 2 there, and I'm just gonna flip it over and mark at 2 because there is only a tiny little smidge underneath that bottle that's going to kind of keep that attached, and we're going to kind of fussy cut around here, and then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same at this side as well. So we're going to do a 2.
Oh, so you're going to do a double fold?
Yeah, I'm going to do 4. Forgot about that bit because I think that there should be enough space. to bring these kind of in, but not. How's that going to go? Not. There might be a little bit of crossover, but I think I'm okay with that. So let's fussy cut our florals. And where did I stop? Here. So just going around some of the detail. I'm not going to be crazy. I'm going to cut some off, but we're going to try and keep in most of it. We might.
I do love a fold back. Chloe says the same. Fold backs are my favourite to make.
They're just so classic, aren't
They're
they?
so classic, and they're so simple to make, and
Yeah.
they come together really, really quickly. If you're in a rush or you've not got much time, they can look so spectacular, but literally take a matter of sort of like minutes to put together, depending on how intricate your fussy cutting is.
Definitely, and I have not been very intricate there at all. I really kind of scaled that back and just kept that main sort of bloom. I'm just gonna grab that little bit there as well, and I think if this will pop out, that's all of our scores that we need. Have we got that bit? That little bit of wheat's just being a little bit pesky. There we go. And here as well.
You've always just got to make sure that they're...
Sometimes you can just, they just don't want to...
No. Just those meat points.
Yeah, that's it there. And then our little bird. And then that should pop out like this. So there is going to be a little bit of
tiny bit.
Only a little bit of
Like,
crossover.
it creates like a little fold back gatefold.
Yeah.
Now.
Give everything a
It
good...
does look really pretty the way it
crease.
matches up, because you've got that foiling on
Yeah,
both
you've got like the little
edges.
keys. And then I'm going to trim this down as well. I wasn't sure at
How high you
first.
wanted to go.
So it's a little bit more wasteful doing it this way, but sometimes it's just easier. Oh, that's just going to fit as well. So I think we might bring it...
I'm going to go to 6.
I'm going to go to 6, yeah. So it's a cute little... It'll go into a 6x4. Nice. So we'll just add this in, and I'm going to keep the frame flat because it's right near the scores. So I'm going to pop this in flat. I'm going to keep the two together though. Let's go to this one.
When you like open this card up as well, you could always fold the other side like backwards, so then it's like a trifold.
Yeah, like this. That,
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
So then when like you fold it out, you've got
Yeah, it
those,
looks
like,
really
3
nice when that's
steps.
displayed, isn't it?
It's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah. And then we will add this on with some foam pads because it's going to be in the middle. You can kind of afford for that to be sticking up a little bit more. And then we're just going to add a little sentiment on there.
Nice.
It's that simple.
It's a beautiful image, isn't it?
It's so gorgeous.
My favourite from that kit.
I just think it's lovely. I think, you know, kind of new home cards because it's got the key. But it's just
So sweet.
lovely. There we go.
Oh, it looks really cute.
Super cute
I
little,
love that.
cheeky little fold back easel. Not easel, gatefold.
It's
I knew
really,
what I meant.
really nice. So nice. Thank you, Anne-Marie.
You're welcome.
3 incredible demos today. We have got some more demos coming up for you today that you do not want to miss. So Amy is on Hobby Maker this afternoon. She's going to be live from 1 p.m. with brand new Little Books, but also our brand new Little Book Aperture card fronts. So if you're wanting to make cards super quickly, but you're wanting to give them a real fun finish, make sure you watch that, because you are going to be blown away by those card fronts. They are very clever. At 3 p.m, she's back with her acetate wraps and sentiment. She's got some really cool demos lined up for that. So tune into that to see how Amy takes on the acetate wraps. And then at 6 p.m, she's going to be there back with her aperture card fronts again. So don't miss out Amy's shows, because she's going to give you lots and lots of inspiration today. And then next up on Hunky Dory TV, it is the last call for £1 bargains, because Pound Shop ends on Sunday. So if you don't want to miss out on your Pound Shop deals, you have to get in, because we've got £1 Miri, we've got £1 acetate, £1 red liner tape, which you need.
Insane.
The deals are awesome, so don't miss that. Anne-Marie and Kat are going to be back to have a look at what bargains are on offer, and will still be available until Sunday. But have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll see you all again very soon.